After the war, countless wives waited for their husbands to return from battle. Years later, one soldier finally came back to his wife, who lived on a small rural farm in Vietnam. Overwhelmed with relief and joy, the wife ran to meet him as he approached, embracing him with tears of happiness. But the husband seemed indifferent to her emotions. In a cold, unfamiliar tone, he simply said, "Wife, make me food." His voice sounded strange, and his behavior was odd, but the wife was so grateful to have him home after so many years of loss and uncertainty that she brushed it off. She cooked him a meal, which he ate quickly before going straight to bed. He slept all day and only woke at night to repeat, "Wife, make me food." The wife, still overjoyed by his return, obeyed. This pattern continued day after day. The husband would wake, demand food, eat, and then sleep again. Weeks passed, and the wife struggled to keep the farm running with their limited resources. And the husband consuming so much food without contributing, their supplies began to dwindle. She grew increasingly uneasy, noticing that his voice had grown deeper and more unnatural, and his behavior was nothing like the man she once knew. Frightened and desperate, the wife sought help from a local Catholic priest. After observing the husband, the priest delivered a chilling verdict. "This man is not your husband. A spirit has taken control of his body." Terrified, the wife screamed, but the only solution was to perform an exorcism. That night, when the husband awoke and demanded, "Wife, make me food," he was met not by his wife, but by the priest. The priest swiftly carried out the exorcism ritual. As the spirit was expelled, the husband's body collapsed and rapidly decomposed into dust. It became clear that the real husband had died long ago, and a spirit had taken over his body to live a false life. Thankfully, the spirit was not malevolent, or the wife might have faced a far worse fate. My mother explained that such stories were common after the war. Many soldiers who returned were not the same men who had left. Families had to watch for signs of possession, like a deeper, unnatural voice or an insatiable hunger, details that often appear in Vietnamese ghost stories.